What's going on, guys? It is Ketch back with another video on the channel, and it was Kevin De Bruyne who's fresh off a 5-month injury layoff as he came back and helped Manchester City come from behind to beat Newcastle United at St James's Park 3-2, and De Bruyne would have loved that winning feeling and to be contributing to his team once again. Man City, however, didn't have it all their own way. Even though they did go 1-0 up through a Bernardo Silva strike, they found themselves 2-1 down at halftime thanks to Anthony Gordon and Alexander Isak strikes just before the break. And City would have been hoping for a miracle, and in the form of Kevin De Bruyne, that miracle did come. Within 5 minutes, he'd made it 2-2 to Man City with a lovely taken finish, which the City fans would have been missing in his absence. And then he managed to set up a last-minute assist for Oscar Bab to make it 3-2 to Man City and send the small traveling City fans into jubilation, of course. And I think City will be a very difficult prospect to face now, the fact that Kevin De Bruyne is back and the fact that Erling Haaland is only a couple of weeks away from his return from injury as well. So the result puts them within 2 points of Liverpool, who are top, with the same games played. So it's going to be an interesting second half of the season, and I think City, given their track record in second half of the seasons in the past, they'll be looking to just go on these ridiculous runs that Pep Guardiola seems to get them on in the second half of Premier League seasons. They've done it before. They've pipped Liverpool to 2 Premier League titles by a point in the past. They've just known how to win, and I think that's the key between challenging for a Premier League title and actually winning a Premier League title. To be perfectly honest, the title race will be between Man City and Liverpool. I just don't think Arsenal or Spurs, not even United, are out of it. Forget about them. Aston Villa have done well to get where they are at the moment, but I think there's going to be a drop off coming for them. So yeah, it'll be between Man City and Liverpool for 1 and 2, and we'll see how it goes. The neutral in me is hoping that City don't win another title. So whatever happens, I suppose. But City are a great side, and the fact that they've got Kevin De Bruyne back and Erling Haaland coming back on the horizon will make them very difficult to beat in the long run. Sticking in the town of Manchester, and it was Manchester United loanee Jadon Sancho who recently re-signed with Borussia Dortmund on a loan deal to the end of the season, and he made his long-awaited return to the Borussia Dortmund setup as Dortmund easily passed Darmstadt in the Bundesliga, returned 3-0, and it was a lovely return for Jadon Sancho, who got an assist for Marco Reus's second goal in that game. And speaking of Jadon Sancho, boy, he's had it tough this year. He had an outburst with Erik ten Hag over social media, which led to Erik ten Hag suspending him from the first team and forcing him to train by himself and in the reserves. And now Sancho is back and finally being allowed to play football. He had a tweet he put out the other day that said that he was happy to be back playing football, and a bit of a slide dig at Erik ten Hag, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, it's nice to see Jadon Sancho back and playing football again. I think he was one of the most promising youngsters in Dortmund before he went to Manchester United, and it seems to be a bit of a common trend at Manchester United, signing young players who have like really good potential, and then some bizarre reason they don't work out, and they just fall down the pecking order. It happened with Anthony, well, not so much Anthony Martial, like he's been there for a long time, but he's always been injured. But that sort of thing where people blast Erik ten Hag in media, it's comes back to bite him in the backside. He did it with Cristiano Ronaldo about a season and a half ago. Pretty much effectively, Ronaldo was not happy with how he was being treated and what Ten Hag was doing with him. So Ronaldo went on record and blasted him, and what happened? Ronaldo was gone 6 months later. So it's a Ten Hag special, I would say. But it's good to see Jadon Sancho back and playing football. He looks a lot more happier at Borussia Dortmund than he does at Manchester United, and seems to be that trend of people not being happy at Manchester United. Not sure what goes on at Manchester United to make him like that, whether it's scouting, whether it's the morale, whether it's the dressing room. Could be a combination of all those factors, but pretty much it just means that United have had this inconsistent form, and their constant chopping and changing of managers. Like they've gone from even the days of Van Gaal, they went from Van Gaal to Mourinho to Solskjaer to Ralph Rangnick, and now that we've gone from Rangnick to Erik ten Hag. So I don't know what's going on at Manchester United, but good to see Sancho back playing for Borussia Dortmund, back playing in general, and hopefully he can have a storming end to the season for Dortmund, as Dortmund will have eyes on the Bundesliga as well. Australia meanwhile opened their Asian Cup campaign with a comfortable 2 2-0 win over India in Qatar, and Australia were made to work for it. They had a goalless first half, but in the second half, Jackson Irvine and Geordie Boss ensured that Australia would get all 3 points and have the perfect start to their Asian Cup campaign. And on paper, Australia should have hammered them. This was like not even a close game. I would have thought. I predicted a 5-0 win for Australia, but even before the game kicked off. But India did play well, credit to them. They've definitely improved from what I've seen previously. But I think Australia will think they're definitely favourites to go, or one of the tournament favourites to go all the way. I think the actual tournament favourites probably Japan, just looking at their record over the last 2 years really, and their successes against European teams as well. I would put Japan right up there. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Japan-Australia final. Yeah, Australia, perfect opening success in their group stage, and they'll be looking to continue that group stage success against Uzbekistan and Syria in the matches upcoming, and ensure they have an easy path to the round of 16 qualification. But that has been the end of this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please do like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another upload, and I'll see you with another video very soon. Have a good one, guys. See ya. Bye-bye.